In the sprawling metropolis of the bulls and apes, where innovation and prosperity rise as high as the mountain of creation, there is a guardian whispered about in the electric night air. They call him Auroch, the Super Bull, and only a select few know of his true identity. Hidden behind the daily facade of a humble artisan is the vigilant defender of the city. His origins are as enigmatic as his sudden appearances. Some say he was struck by a surge of cosmic energy atop the mountain of creation, where he gained his superlative strength and senses. Others believe he is the reincarnation of a legendary protector, his life force bound to the city's fate through the ages. But regardless of the tales told in hushed tones, one thing is certain. When danger looms, Auroch emerges to protect from harm. The bulls and ape emblem on his suit, illuminated with a menacing red, is the last sight many wrongdoers see before being delivered to justice. As a lone guardian, he works in the shadows, but his impact is seen in the light of day. A safer city, a hopeful populace, and a legend that grows with each passing night. Auroch provides inspiration and hope to every teen and every ape in the city. Throughout the bulls and apes world, a new challenge arises that threatens the very heart of bulls and apes. This threat is different from the usual criminal activity the Super Bull sets out to prevent and bring to justice. A shadowy figure, known only as Vile, has emerged from an unknown origin. His influence spreads like a plague, spreading fear among its inhabitants. In his quest to combat this new foe, Auroch finds allies in unexpected corners. Inspired by his courage, a group of vigilant teens and apes rally to his cause. Together, they embark on a mission to dismantle Vile's intricate network of spies, each challenge sharpening their resolve and creativity. Through these trials, Auroch is reminded that the true spirit of the city dwells within its diverse inhabitants. On the city's outskirts, a decisive engagement approaches between Auroch's troops and Vile's fearsome Lieutenant Scourge and his elite Special Forces unit. The Valley Ambush. As the dawn light crept over the rugged terrain of the valley, known for its treacherous cliffs and unpredictable winds, Vile's formidable lieutenant, Scourge, marches his forces towards their next target. Hidden in the veil of morning mist, Auroch and his diverse coalition of teens and apes waited in silence, their eyes fixed on the narrow passage below where Scourge's troops were about to enter. From their concealed positions among the jagged cliffs, Auroch's archers nocked their arrows, while below them, gadgeteers checked their experimental explosives, ensuring each device was primed for maximum effect. The air was tense, heavy with the promise of impending conflict. As Scourge's army marched into the valley, the ground vibrated under the weight of their synchronized steps. The trap was set, and Auroch, observing from his high vantage point, gave the signal. A sharp whistle pierced the air, the signal the archers awaited. In unison, they released their arrows, sending them slicing through the morning fog like a swarm of vengeful spirits. The arrows rained down, finding marks in the ranks of the unsuspecting soldiers, sowing the first seeds of chaos. Almost simultaneously, the gadgeteers activated their devices. The valley floor erupted in a series of explosions, each blast choreographed to create a labyrinth of fire and debris, cutting off retreat and forcing Scourge's forces deeper into the trap. Capitalizing on the confusion, Auroch's ground forces, comprised of agile teens and robust apes, surged forward. The battle became a maelstrom of movement. Each strike from Auroch's forces was calculated to drive the enemy back, herding them towards a narrow choke point in the valley. In the midst of the fray, Auroch himself descended like an avenging deity. His cloak billowing behind him, he landed amid Scourge's elite guards with the force of a meteor strike. The ground cracked, sending a shockwave that knocked several opponents off their feet. With a roar that rivaled the thunder of the explosions, Auroch engaged Scourge in a fierce duel. Auroch's movements were a blur, a testament to his superlative skills and heightened senses. Scourge, skilled but taken aback by Auroch's ferocity, fought desperately. The duel was intense, moving with a fluidity that belied the lethal intent of each strike. As they fought, Auroch's forces tightened their encirclement, gradually overwhelming Scourge's remaining troops. Seeing his forces faltering, Scourge grew reckless, lunging with a powerful but poorly aimed strike. Auroch sidestepped the desperate attack, twisting into a counter-strike that targeted Scourge's weapon arm, disarming him with a deft flick of his wrist. With his opponent disarmed and his troops subdued, Auroch let out a commanding shout, signaling his forces to cease combat. The battle was won. Scourge was captured, and his unit was effectively neutralized. The showdown with Vile's lieutenant and army is more than a mere battle. It is a clash of ideologies, where the collective will of a city stands firm against the tyranny of a single vision seeking to reshape the world. Auroch, in his victory, does not stand alone, but rather as a symbol of the collective strength and unity of bulls and apes. In the aftermath, the legend of Auroch the Super Bull serves as a timeless reminder of the hero within each citizen. It's a narrative that champions the idea that heroes emerge from the most unexpected of places, and that the true strength of a society lies in its heart, its citizens, teens and apes alike, united in their diversity and their shared will to protect and nurture their home.